You guys remember that Hancock movie, the one with Will Smith? There was this godlike being that had like a mysterious origin that kind of lost his memory and didn't understand why he was the only one on the planet that was super strong, but then found out his friend that was trying to promote the world to like him, wife, was actually his wife in the form of light and had godlike power on his level as well. Some called them angels, some called them superheroes, some call them gods. Basically falling in love with his wife again and stuff like that. But at his full power, how strong is he? I mean, he shows some crazy feats, but let's get started. But before I get right into it, thanks a lot, guys, that have donated to the channel. It really helps out a lot, believe it or not. He only had one movie, so it's not like he has a whole bunch of lore and continuity, but hey, they could make a sequel and a lot of this stuff could end up being retconned and he could be stronger than what I thought. So a lot of this stuff is just going to be basically a base bare bones minimum because him at his full power, we never really saw him struggle with anything throughout entire movie, if we're being honest with ourselves, right? One of the best way to trigger him is to call him an a-hole. And he likes to drink alcohol. He ignores the law, and if he causes property damage, he doesn't give a crap. He's extremely fast. His reflexes seem to match it, but he chooses to not avoid certain things, even though he can. He can break things by taking off super quick. Speed. Takes out criminals too fast for the other to even know what's going on. Showing that his combat speed is crazy to pinpoint who to get. Another occasion of speed. Can't figure out what's going on. Look how fast he takes off. Fighting. His wife that's super strong too. None of the environment seems to matter. Look at that. Flies all the way to the moon. Speed. He has casual cruise speed. Nothing seems like he's trying. He's strong enough to rip the back off a car. Lifts cars with no effort. Like it's literally light work to him. Can lift big old whales. Like it ain't nothing. You can literally Google the average weight of different whales. They can vary in size. That just gives you an idea of his strength. All kinds of different whale sizes. Not only did he lift this whale, but he tossed it, showing that's nowhere near his limit in strength. It's like lifting it up is one thing, but then lifting up, then tossing it, showing that he leagues above that level. Like you may be able to lift 300 pounds as a human, but you're not going to be able to toss 300 pounds. The difference between tossing something that great distance and actually lifting it with everything you got versus lifting it with ease. You know what I mean? And that was just light work to him. He jammed his leg through a car to stop it, caving in the pavement. Ripping a door off is easy. When he was in prison, realistically, he would have killed this kid throwing him that hard, but look at this height. Kind of weakened here, throws his hospital bed like that through a wall. He was weakened here, becoming mortal. Still strong enough to throw a man out the hospital window. He literally put a man's head up another man's butt. Seemed like that should be death, if I'm being honest. Yikes. Still weakened here. Look at his wheelchair. Look at that. Hard he threw the guy through the window, weakened. How hard do you have to throw a candy bar to do that, guys? Carries a car with one hand, saving folk in this occasion. Him being a superhero, of course. Showing that he has at least supersonic combat speed, probably greater. Deflects this rocket like that. Durability too. Nothing to him. At full power, he's completely bulletproof. Literally completely. He only got triggered when they messed up his alcohol. You don't mess with one's alcohol. And bullets deflect off of him. Literal train slam. Stopped it on the spot. That much power while throwing car. I mean, just look how durable he is. He caused big craters into the ground. They can lift up trucks. Trucks slammed on him ain't enough for him. Yeah, all that destruction, fighting his wife that was super strong too. It's like they're fighting on paper to them. This is how their durability works for people in their race. As you can see, Pop. One of his most impressive feats is something that a lot of people don't pay attention to, is that he made a heart shape on the moon. Like, how do you carve a heart in the moon? That can kind of show that he should be in those city shattering or maybe country levels if he wanted to punch with a certain amount of force. One could say Hancock could punch like an entire country away based on feats like this, because the moon is not a small thing. And to make a carving that big in a relative short amount of time with his supposed physical strength kind of shows how strong he actually would have to be. I mean, he's 3,000 years old after all. That's something that should be respected. But will we see more of Hancock? Who knows? So basically, based on the movie, he should be able to punch away multiple cities. Based on that, everything else he did was effortless at his full power. Only times he struggled with something or got bullet pierced was because he was getting weakened. But at his full power, he seemed like everything was effortless to him. I mean, it just, nothing really contradicts him being able to maybe bust away the moon or even punch away this whole country if he felt like it. I mean, really, there was really no limits. He was called angels, gods, superheroes in the past. So that's all the origin they had on him. So, you know, respect them. Respect Hancock, live action character.